mention my brother in there? Because that's the real story. Dr. Ben Harris saves a man who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, well, how about Bonnie McKechnie's responsible for this whole mess?
Yeah, your mother made her own choices.
Isaac, if it weren't for me, there wouldn't have been a tape. Ben would not have found out that...
You don't think that he deserved to know?
Not like that.
So maybe next time you think twice before getting involved in your mother's business.
It's just so unfair. She's lost her job, the man that she loves.
And everybody has got to move on, okay? Your mother, Ben, you, me.
She can't move on, Isaac. Not with Marshall Travers still in the hospital.
It's not right. It's not right.
What's not right, sir?
It's not right. It's out of focus. It's out of focus. The movie.
Jessica.
Oh, how's he doing today?
He just woke up. Come and talk to me. He seems confused.
Marshall, it's Jessica.
I can't see. It's out of focus. Tell him to fix the projector.
I'll get the nurse.
I gotta fix it. I can't see.
Marshall, listen to me. Your dad went to get the doctor, and I want you to take a deep breath and try to relax, okay? Everything's gonna be fine.
Jessica.
I'm right here.
Jessica.
Right here.
What seems to be the problem, Mr. Travers?
Jessica.
I'm right here. I'm right here. It's his vision. He can't focus, and he's very disoriented, like he's delirious or something.
Try to calm yourself, Mr. Travers.
Nurse, please page Dr. Harris.
Hey.
Aaron, I can't see you right now.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt or anything. I know you have a lot of work to do. I just wanted to check in and see if you were okay.
How about we take 5, Lucy? You can talk to your friend.
Mom, I'm right here, honey. Aaron, perhaps another time. It's okay. He can tell me what he wants. Just stay here.
Lucy? Lucy, I'm sure I would feel just as weird as you do if I was sitting in one of these chairs. But it's not forever. You're gonna get better. Just wish you wouldn't push me away, Lucy. You were there for me when I was in trouble. And I want to be here for you when you get up and you walk out of that door. Just give me a chance. Please let me help you.
I am so sorry, you two. I am really not up for being given the 3rd degree just hours after I have had an operation.
It's a simple question, Rosanna. Why'd you buy Molly's apartment?
Well, why not? It was on the market. I own a lot of properties.
Yeah, why not? Pay double the market value for a 3-bedroom co-op. And then while you're at it, move in. Right. The Cabot heiress who could afford to order up the Taj Mahal in Lake Michigan decides to move into my apartment, where I made my memories. Where I scattered Jake's ashes. She's up to something, Mike. She's out to hurt me. I don't know how, I don't know when, but this is a setup.
What's the plan, Rosanna? What's going on?
You have a magic wand, Craig? Because that is the only way we're going to be able to get our company back from Rosanna. Let's face it, Monte Carlo was a bust. And once Jack finds out, he's going to put 2 and 2 together, you know.
Can add?
It's just like you said. You plus me equals a violation of the Carlo Clause.
No, but I'm going to give you a solution where Jack doesn't have to know.
Hello? Hi. If Rosanna weren't lying in a hospital bed, we would be so busted. Our supposed affair would be all over the front page of your stupid newspaper. You know something? I'm kind of glad that Monte Carlo was through, because if I had to work with you and your face for 1 more day...
1 more year? 10 more years? It's up to you.
What did you do?
It's what you are going to do.
Oh, this thing that's gonna cost me big. I thought we agreed you weren't gonna have any more ideas.
You know, I resent that because it is my idea that saved your cousin Molly from finding out you jumped her boyfriend in a drunken frenzy.
I did not. All right, I did.
And why didn't you tell me you were so susceptible to champagne?
What's your idea, Craig?
Oh, it is simplicity itself. You can save your marriage, you can save your career, you can do something constructive for your sister and pay me back in one fell swoop. Interested?
You got 60 seconds.
It's all business, Carly. You know. And I know I can make a boatload of money off your designs.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, well, you're talented. I can take you to the top. If you're willing to do something you've never done before.
The suspense is killing me.
Rosanna is lying in a hospital bed.
Oh, wait. Would this be Rosanna the idealist or Rosanna the failed romantic?
No, this is Rosanna, your sister, who just had a hysterectomy and is afraid of never having a child.
Well, if you think that's going to soften her up, you don't know women.
No,
she would rather gouge me with her IV than talk to me.
No, you are wrong. She is hurt. All right? And she needs comfort. She needs a friend. She needs a family.
If you think that I'm going to go crawling to Rosanna...
No, you hurt her. Carly, you hurt her worse than you know. And you owe her an apology. You owe her a heartfelt apology.
Okay, so I go to her and I say, sorry I slept with your boyfriend. And then she says, okay, here's your company back? I don't think so.
Look, she needs friends. She needs comfort. Why do you think she glommed onto Emma Snyder? Not that Emma isn't comforting, but how much bunt cake can a person take, right? You go apologize to Rosanna. You comfort her. You see her through this. You support her through this, and then she repays the favor back later.
Is this some kind of trick? Something you and Rosanna cooked up to humiliate me?
Carly, I told Rosanna I slept with you. I think that kitchen is closed.
Oh, and why? Tell me again why you told her that, please.
Because I'd rather have her mad at me than agonizing over my Casno.
Ah, you see? I knew it. This isn't about me. It's about you. All right, I'll give it a shot.
Good. Good, all right. Well, listen, I have to go see about a visitor for Lucy, and I'll meet you outside of Rosanna's room.
Just so we're clear here. I'm not doing this for me or for you or for Monte Carlo.
You're doing it for Jack, I know. You used to be fun.
Gotta clean the lens. Gotta clean the lens.
His blood pressure's dropping.
All right, page Dr. Hughes.
All right, let's
Marshall, don't be alarmed, all right? Okay, I'm going to flash a light in your eyes.
Clean the lens. Clean the lens.
How long's he been disoriented?
Since he woke up. 10, 15 minutes just before Miss Griffin arrived. Nurse said something about his blood pressure.
Yeah, it appears that it's been monitored every hour, but it's...
I ordered it. His pressure was low. I thought we should keep an eye on it. I didn't call you because there were no other symptoms.
All right, he's losing his vision. Blood pressure is low and dropping. He may have developed a hemorrhage.
But you said the operation was a success. Why all of a sudden would he be hemorrhaging?
I'm about to go in and find out.
Lucy, you coached me through my GEDs. And let me tell you, I felt weird having you know just how much help I really needed. But this is a piece of cake. I mean, you have a physical therapist here who's gonna give you exercises. And I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna keep you positive. You'll be up and out of here in no time. What do you say? Will you at least hear me out?
I guess I'll be okay with Aaron for a few minutes. Okay. We're outside. Dr. Engler. Look, I appreciate the offer, but it's not necessary. I've got dozens of people helping me. Nurses, doctors.
They don't know you the way I know you, Luz.
They all know what's best for me. My mom thinks I belong in Montega. My dad wants me here. My therapist wants me to walk again, and you want me to remember, only I can't. Don't you understand? I can't remember, and I can't walk. All I can do is sit here and be pushed around.
It's like jail. Okay, you can't do anything you want, and you have to do everything they say. You're scared to death. Look, I wanted you to walk. But for you, Lucy, so you can get your life back. There's no hurry. Take your time. Do whatever you have to do. But I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for whatever you need. To hold your hand when you just want to let it out. To laugh, to joke, to watch a stupid movie. I'll be here. Because I love you. Just like this, right now. The way you are.
I don't want to hear that.
That I love you?
You think you're giving me something, but you're not. You just want something that I can't give. I don't remember you or the way I felt. You're just a boy who took me for a ride on a motorcycle. Which is never gonna happen again, so you might as well just forget it.
I know it's hard right now, but it's gonna get better.
Nobody knows that. I mean, they keep saying it, but they don't know how or when.
Lucy, I'm sure it feels hopeless.
So I can't feel anything. Don't you understand? My legs, they might as well be gone. My memory's gone. Everything I ever felt is gone. So you can tell me we loved each other all day, but I don't feel it.
You will.
You don't know that. I just need to be alone right now.
You're right. You're right. I'm pushing you, and I can feel it. Just Lucy, I want to wrap you in my arms right now. But I won't. So don't worry.
Just go, okay?
Can I come back?
Not for a while.
Hey, listen, if that's what you need, then okay, take the time. But Lucy, if you ever want to see me, I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? You call that nurse and you tell her to call me, and I'll come in. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Aaron, are you all right?
She doesn't want me around.
Well, that'll change. I mean, these things sort of work together. When her body heals, then her mind will heal. And before you know it, Craig will be calling you to come over.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, Aaron, will you do me a favor? I don't think I'm gonna get over to see Lily before I leave. And if you could just give her and my nieces and nephew my love, I'd appreciate it. Tell them I'll call them soon.
Okay.
Listen, trust Lucy. And be patient.
Thanks.
More surgery?
If there is internal bleeding, there's a danger he could go into shock.
Mr. Travers will need your consent. I'll be assisting Dr. Harris. I assure you surgery is necessary.
Dr. Hughes and I will do everything in our power to correct the problem.
Yes, you have my permission. Just do what you have to do.
You can trust Dr. Harris.
Do I have a choice?
Excuse me 1 second. May I?
Hello?
Hi, sweetie, it's me.
Mom, hey.
Listen, I'm not going to be able to join you for dinner tonight.
Oh, no, not an option. Now, you hid away on New Year's Eve. It's time you got out and celebrated the new year.
I know, sweetie, I'd really love to, but listen, I'm at the hospital with Oliver. Ben is going to have to do an emergency procedure on Marshall.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Listen, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Wait, Mom, wait. There was some emergency or relapse or whatever, but Ben's doing another operation on Marshall.
And your mother's at the hospital? So let's go. What? Didn't I tell you I was the world's best boyfriend?
Look, I had been living in a hotel for months, and I knew that I was going to have this surgery, so I wanted just some place to recuperate that was private. I'm really not going to live there very long. I'm planning on buying a house extremely soon. But I didn't have time for that sort of purchase, so I just asked the realtor to find me an apartment, and yours was available.
You wanted to break us up from the start, Rosanna. At first you threw him a construction contract that takes him out of town, and then you hire Henry Coleman to ransack my apartment. And then you buy my apartment. Why? I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to find out, and I'm not leaving here until you tell me.
All right. I bought your apartment because I assumed once it was sold that you would move in with Mike, and that would bring the two of you closer together.
And why would you want us to be closer?
Because she thought that Mike and I had slept together. And being Rosanna, it wasn't enough to just tell you that. She wanted to inflict the maximum pain possible. And how better than to throw the two of you together in the woods in a nice, cozy cabin where you'd bond for life, and then she'd blow you out of the water.
I'm not understanding.
It was part of our deal. Rosanna would only allow Craig to work with me if she could have us followed. And her snoop came upon my little party the night before my wedding, and since Craig was supposed to be out of town, Rosanna assumed that I was with Mike.
Does Jack know?
That I slept with Craig the night before our wedding? No. And I will do anything to keep him from finding out. You just name your price, Rosanna.
I have no interest in hurting Jack.
Just me.
Craig fell on his sword, by the way, to keep Rosanna from going to you.
Christmas Eve. He stopped by our house, and you wouldn't tell me why.
Rosanna was preparing a little Christmas present. Craig was trying to head her off.
You're sick. Do you know that?
Yes, I am. And as I lie here in agony, I can hardly fathom that 3 grown people have chosen the hospital bed as a place and a time to gang up on me.
Come on, let's get out of here.
You coming?
You go ahead. I'll talk to you later. And don't worry. I'm sure I can make Jack okay with it.
I know, honey. He loves you. He'll understand.
It's what I'm counting on.
Come on.
Rosanna.
We are not discussing Craig. Not now, not ever.
I just saw Aaron leave. I told him I couldn't see him for a while. I think he understands. It's too hard to look at him. And I do. The memories feel so close I could touch them. And I try. It's like reaching in the dark for something to hold on to, and there's nothing there.
I know you feel so lost right now.
Everything okay? Oh, sweetness, what's wrong?
was mean to Aaron. He just wanted to help, and I sent him away.
Oh, well, that's probably my fault. You know, I told him you were downstairs. I should have scared him off. I'm sorry.
It's okay, you didn't know.
Well, what can I do to make it up? Can I get you some earphones? Ferraris?
I don't need a present.
Don't worry about Aaron. Sometimes even people who love each other yell at each other. Right, Sierra? So what do you say your old man takes you for a spin in this thing? I bet we can get up to maybe 5 miles an hour. What do you think? Huh?
Maybe another time.
You know, Lucy and I were having a little girl talk.
Oh, okay. It's my cue. Huh? I think I cheered her up.
This isn't about cheering her up. I just wish you'd back off a little bit.
Would it not comfort my daughter?
Just let me talk to her without you being so ham-handed. And she doesn't need a Ferrari.
She needs your mother, okay? No, I'm not as dumb as that. Amore, the gloves and the matching red, no? Huh? She needs both of us.
I know it's uncomfortable not knowing what you feel about Aaron, but it will come. What if it doesn't? Then maybe it was never there.
Hey, you didn't have to come down here, but I'm glad you did.
So, what happened?
Well, I came by to check on Marshall, really to make sure Oliver was okay, that he got some food and some rest. And I don't know, Marshall's vision, well, he couldn't focus, and he was acting delirious. Fortunately, Ben was right here, so.
Yeah, Ben will fix him right up. So where's Marshall's father?
I sent him out, get some air, you know, grab a cup of coffee. Oh, well.
Any news?
No, but I think it's going to be a while.
So why don't we just make ourselves comfortable, have a little vigil? Amen. Right.
Isaac's so sweet. You hang on to that man.
Yeah. And you hang on to his brother, no matter what happens to Marshall.
Hey, perfect timing. You want to hand me that marker over there on the table?
More catalog returns?
Oh, yeah. I gotta send all this stuff back. Really ordered way too much junk when she was up in bed with all those catalogs. So how's Lucy?
She's in this wheelchair. I mean, it's only temporary, but she hates it so much. And I hate seeing her like that.
Was she happy to see you, at least? Hey, Aaron.
No, nothing's changed, Holden. I mean, she doesn't remember who we are. She doesn't remember what we meant to each other. I mean, okay, I went up there to see her in the physical therapy room. She's not used to this physical therapy stuff. Okay, so she's trying to work this wheelchair out, and she fell over. And I think she kind of freaked out when she saw me see her fall over.
What do you mean?
She wouldn't even look at me. I mean, I talked to her. She got upset and told me to go. I mean, I saw her mom, and her mom said that it wasn't me. Lucy was just having a bad day. But Craig is the one that sent me up there to see her. I mean, shouldn't he know that his own daughter's having a bad day, too?
Well, maybe she was okay when he saw her. Then again, no one Craig.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If he set me up.
Well, how was he when you talked to him?
Okay. I mean, he asked me a lot of questions.
Questions about what?
About, you know, what did we do on the trip? You know, where we stopped at night. If we'd slept in a barn.
And what did you tell him?
We slept in a lot of places. Hold on, we slept in a car, we slept in a motel room, a fraternity house. And yeah, we slept in a barn. I changed the subject before he Ask me anything else.
Ask you what?
If Lucy and I slept together. And we did.
I know that somewhere inside I have feelings for Aaron. For the way he looks at me and talks about us. And I've been getting these flashes.
What do you mean?
They're like dreams, only I'm awake. I was looking in the mirror earlier and suddenly Aaron was standing next to me. He was looking at me and then he looked at the wheelchair and his face, it was like he was disgusted. Like he couldn't stand the sight of me. And then he disappeared. And then I disappeared.
Well, it sounds like you think that the wheelchair is going to change the way that Aaron feels about you. And that's a perfectly normal fear. But given the way he's behaved and the things I've heard him say, I think he genuinely cares about you and he wants to help. But when you're feeling better, you can figure out what you want. Not what Aaron wants, but what you want. And Dr. Harris did say that your mind would be playing tricks on you.
I guess.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll mention this to him. Not the content or anything, but just that you're having these flashes. Maybe he can adjust your medication or your therapy or something.
Thanks.
Sure. And listen, remember something. You are doing so great. And you're gonna go home and you're gonna be in your own bedroom with your books and your music. And you'll be able to go outside and feel the sun, and every single day you're gonna get stronger. And 3 months from now, this will just seem like a vague memory.
Really?
Really?
I'm so glad you're here. I wish Montega were just next door.
Me too.
Am I causing trouble between you and Dad by staying in Oakdale?
No. No, in fact, for some strange reason, I think I'm understanding him better.
You don't want to talk about Craig? We don't have to. I don't want to talk to you at all. You waltz in here and you tell everyone that you've slept with my lover? How do you think that makes me feel? You don't care about how I feel at all, do you?
Must we hate each other all the time?
Yeah, well, maybe. I came to you. When I found out that I needed surgery, I thought perhaps then that we could declare a truce. But you'd already slept with my boyfriend.
I don't want Craig.
Oh, then why did you sleep with him? To hurt me? Well, very good job. It worked.
Look, Jack and I had broken up. I had way too much champagne. I was upset. It was a mistake.
You know, Jack is the one that I really feel sorry for because he has to be married to you. And he has a child by that crazy woman, Julia.
JJ. That's his name. Or, at least it was.
What are you talking about? Didn't you just have him baptized? You changed his name already?
Apparently that was a bit premature on our part.
What are you talking about?
Julia may have stolen that baby and passed him off as Jack's to hurt him. John Dixon found something funny in the medical records, and Margot found a couple who said their newborn baby had been kidnapped, so they're doing another DNA test. Poor Jack. It's really killing him. Loves that baby.
So he's gonna have to give it up?
Looks like it. And it's so unfair. He's been great with that kid.
It's awful. To have to give up a child that you've already bonded with. At least you could give him another one. You know, I can understand the
The doctor has told me that I'm expected to have mood swings, so... what's wrong with you?
I'm just worried about Jack.
Well, I'm not going to tell him about you and Craig, if that makes you feel any better. I don't believe he deserves it.
Thank you.
But if you think that I'm going to change my mind about Monte Carlo... what, you're not going to plead with me? Now that you've got me all softened up.
You want the truth? I would love a second chance with Monte Carlo. I know how good my designs are. And with Craig's marketing plan, well, I think the collection would be a huge success. But Craig, he says no. He says we signed a contract, guaranteed that we wouldn't mess around, and we blew it. He says you're 100% right in shutting us down.
He said that.
Happy New Year!
CBS Daytime wishes you a very happy New Year.
Yeah, baby.
Happy 2003.
That's amazing.
Happy New Year.
From the young,
and
the restless,
the bold,
and the beautiful.
As the world turns.
From guiding light.
So, from our family to yours.
Happy New Year.
2003.
Marshall is okay.
Oh, thank God.
There was some bleeding in the brain, and it created pressure on the optic nerve.
His vision?
His vision should be fine. There was a microscopic nick in an artery. It probably happened during the first surgery. When his pressure stabilized, it began to bleed. Well, Dr. Harris caught it in time. There's no permanent damage, and your son should be fine.
Doctor, I'm grateful to you.
Listen, do you have a place to stay? It'll be hours before you can see him. Why don't you get some rest, huh?
A hotel,
You know, I'm headed that way. I can give you a ride.
Ah, I appreciate that.
Hey, Mom?
You guys go ahead. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay. Bob? A nick in an artery?
That could happen to anyone.
But Ben blames himself.
Ben is a perfectionist. But then you know that.
Oh, I understand everything went well.
Where's Mr. Travers?
Bob already talked to him, so, he is eternally grateful for everything you've done, and we sent him back to his hotel to get some rest and some food. How are you?
I nicked a major blood vessel. How do you think I'm doing? Jessica, I agreed to accept Travers as a patient. That means my responsibility, and then I committed a near-fatal error.
Yes, but you corrected it.
I almost killed the man.
But you didn't. Ben!
I have to go back to Montega tomorrow. I have some business that I cannot put off any longer. But I will talk to you on the phone, and I will be back before you know it. And you can tell me about everything that you remember, and you can wiggle your toes for me. We'll get pedicures. Ah, it's a date. All right, I need to get home, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Do you want me to put these in water? Sweetheart, it's gonna be okay. Mom, I hope so.
I appreciate you confiding in me, but I have to tell you, I have a few concerns here. Number one...
We use protection, okay? Lucy and I talked about this before it all happened, about how she should feel ready. Like, in fact, it was me who was actually putting on the brakes. Okay, we were on the road. It didn't feel like the right time. But Allison took off with the car, and we had the whole night to ourselves. And that was it. Lucy doesn't remember any of it.
So you didn't talk to her about it?
No, it just didn't feel like the right time.
And you didn't mention this to anyone else?
Why?
Because you said Craig asked you about the barn.
The only thing I ever told Craig was that I loved his daughter. Okay? Then he came to me for help. Now, his daughter's staying in Oakdale, and I guess he really doesn't need me anymore.
Well, since he came to you, I think it's okay for you to ask him straight out if you can stay on board to help Lucy out, to help her with her recovery.
Yeah, I could do that.
As far as Craig suspecting whether or not you and Lucy... I don't see how he could possibly know. I mean, who would tell him?
Allison.
It's freezing. All right, I'm gonna make fire.
Why didn't you tell me? I mean, it's obviously been going on for a while. You know what I'm talking about, too. Carly needing to talk to you, Craig barging over here, Rosanna's nasty remarks. You must have been miserable, Mike.
I just figured it'd die down eventually, you know? I didn't want to drag you into all that.
But I am into it. I mean, if we're together, I am, right?
That must have hurt, you know, hearing what that Rosanna thought that Carly and I had...
Yeah. I mean, no, it's not like you guys haven't been together before in the past, and it's Craig anyway. And Carly's obviously in love with Jack, so...
Look, all right, ever since, what was it, November? When we had our pact, our exclusive pact, all right? And then you moved in, that's what counts. Okay, that's what we're building together. All right, not Carly or Jack or Craig or Rosanna, okay, or anything except what's going on right here.
Okay.
Are we okay?
I love you. I mean, I haven't been able to say it because I've been afraid, but it's what's been in my heart, Mike. I love you. I do.
Well, anyway, thank you very much for not going to Jack. And if you need anything, give a shout.
Carly. Did you say hi to Parker for me?
Sure.
I keep thinking about him. You're so lucky.
I am.
Don't forget to be grateful.
Maybe when you're feeling better, you could spend some time with him?
Yes, I would like that very much. Thank you.
How'd it go?
It didn't.
Well, what happened? Were you nice?
I was nice. I was nicer than nice, and she was more than happy to cry on my shoulder, but she is still shutting us down.